too busy watching the action on the track. 2.5 minutes to go, and up to the top, it's a Corvette, but it's not Ollie Gavin, it's Jordan Taylor. Gets down to a 14.4, so 6/10 better than his teammate, running right out to the wall through the inward infield sweeper and round through turn 2, now into the hammerhead, running across the back between turns 5 and 6. Really get through this infield very quickly indeed. Over the brow, turn 6, dropping down through 7 towards the scene of the Vantor crime, and now through the transition into 8 and on to the speedway. Through speedway turn 1. I think I'd like to see him slightly closer to the blue line there, but they must feel that they know what they're doing. Right up to the wall before the back chicane. IMSA are calling this complex turn 9, all of it. Getting very close to the wall on the exit and on to speedway turn 4. This is another good lap for Jordan Taylor. Jesse Kron's coming in at a 16.5 for BMW, 16.6 for Spengler, and Fred Makovecki has just come out. Across the line, Jordan Taylor a 14.2, Jeremy Shaw. 14.2, so over 112 miles an hour average speed for that Corvette. Remember, this is a mid-engine Corvette. If you haven't been keeping up with things, the C8.R, all right up to the wall by the BMW number 24 of Jesse Kron, going through turn 1 into turn 2. Very close indeed. Almost wiped off part of the paintwork there. Back to the Corvette. If you haven't been keeping up with things, Corvettes have switched to a mid-engine car, the C8, and therefore the race car that's built from the street car. The C8R has the engine behind the driver. Fred Makovecki's first time is so close to pole position. Just 0.056 of a second, less than a mile an hour away from Jordan Taylor. Taylor with a 14.2, 14.334 for Fred Makovecki. My goodness me, Jeremy. With 10 seconds left to go, Makovecki's putting in a good charge here.
This is good stuff, isn't it? This is nothing to choose between the Chevy and the Porsche at this stage. 0.056 of a second. Jordan Taylor there does improve, doesn't he? But
no, he's pitted.
He's probably into the pits, pardon, into the pits. That's unusual, isn't it? We normally see the Corvettes out there right to the bitter end. But no improvement there for Jesse Kron in 4th position.
How has Nick Tandy not been allowed to qualify here? There's something going on. Remember, he's done the demo at Talladega in the Coca-Cola Porsche after Petit Le Mans last year. Across the line through the checker, and Makovecki does not improve on his next lap. So it will be a 0.056 advantage that puts the number 3 Chevrolet Corvette C8R from Corvette Racing and Jordan Taylor onto pole position. And what a lap that was. 1:14.278. Absolutely nailed the curbs through the final chicane and onto the front straight. Yeah, there was a good, 3 feet maybe between him and the wall there. Certainly wasn't that. There was a rub on the wall for the 24 of Jesse Kron as he came through turn 1 onto the infield. And that BMW will need a little bit of remedial work. But certainly just a little bit of a rub there as the front fender was bent up, and it may have cost him a wee bit of time. Another Corvette pole position, Jeremy Shaw. 2020, since the resumption of racing on the 4th of July at Daytona, has almost without exception been owned by Corvette Racing.
Yeah, except Porsches are generally the ones that qualify on the pole position. There was a Corvette that was on pole last time out. This is the 3rd pole position of the season for Corvette Racing and for Oliver Gavin. But he had to work really hard for that. It was also a pole earlier this year for Oliver Gavin as well, wasn't there? So this is the 4th pole of the season for Corvette Racing. A great lap there once again by Jordan Taylor.